Alright boys, so we are back with another Ark video. This is episode 3 for this series, and after a long weekend of grinding and building and investing, basically the entire weekend into Ark, we are ready to show off our base for this series, and this base is where we're going to be operating out of the entire season, so this is going to be a very important area for us. We're going to take a little look around the entire island because we have stuff everywhere, and then we also have some tames to show off. So let's jump into that right now. As you can see, this was our old base. We destroyed a bunch of shit in here. We used to have a bunch of forges right here. Right now, there's just a lot of loot in here, and we're just trying to find homes for it. We're trying to move it into our other base, but it's just so much shit. Like, we have so much charcoal, and we just need to find a good way to use it in our other base. So yeah, this was the old base. This is going to get demolished probably today. And over there is our new base. It was supposed to be an oil rig. It's starting to shape up like it. The one thing we're missing for it to like really look like an oil rig is going to be the indie forge, but we're a little bit behind, so that might not be there for a few episodes. We'll go get a closer look on that base using this Terra. So as you can see, Bless designed this, and he wanted to go for an open air concept, so we don't have a roof over it. We have small little rooms that have different things in each room that we need to keep protected, but most of the time it's going to be open air. I like it. I think this is pretty cool. It's something new that we don't really do often. Normally we just build in a box. I tried to design this base before we got started, and it turned into like a huge box, like 17 stories high. It was fucking crazy. But you can see we have our little sniper towers here. We also have these platform decks that we can do anything we want on. We can build vaults up here if we needed to. We have one of them basically in every corner. I'm not going to show you guys what's inside these boxes because that's going to be a little bit of a secret. We're trying to keep our base somewhat a mystery for people that want to raid us. But yeah, that is the base that we have here. It's looking pretty good. I have a lot of faith in this base design. We just need turrets on it, and that's it. And then we can start moving our loot over here and our crafting stations and stuff like that. We did build a very large wall around this island using spikes, behemoths, and stone gates. As you can see, he kind of went straight down with pillars and finished it off with ceilings and put spikes on top of that. And then I built a pathway that you can walk along back here. And then I also surrounded the entire island with spikes. They go all the way around, all the way over to this side. And that is kind of our first line of defense for the island. I'm going to add turret towers to guard these spikes, so realistically you just can't beach yourself with a raft on this island. And if somehow you manage to get a raft onto the beach, you'll be met with turrets and wild dinos once I get the right dinos out here to defend the island. We'll go over here, we'll take a little look at the water tames that Blessed has been working on. He's got some pretty beefy megalodons here. I think one of them's like a 190. Yeah, we got a 190, a 97, and an 83. They're pretty fucking beefy. He's going to use these to do a lot of underwater exploration, so he's going to be the guy to do that stuff. This guy is just, oh my god, look at him. God damn, look at this. I like the red and black over there. That looks really good. That's our little feeding raft. We have a feeding trough on that so these guys don't starve out here. This thing right here is probably my biggest regret during the entire season that I'm building here. I got it at like level fucking 4. I've never tamed one before. I just kind of wanted it, and I was like, I'm taking that level 4. And it's just been a burden. Like, we've had to travel across the map with this thing on follow. It was so annoying, and it's so fucking slow. And I will never use this thing for anything. So I kind of just parked it out here until it starves to death, and if I find a use for it before then, well, then we still have it. I hope you die, you fucker. Now for like the last little bit of what we've been working on all weekend, and that is our tames and our taming base. So the taming base is going to be right here in this little entranceway of the cove. We got our behemoth gates up. I put spikes along the top of this area so nothing can wander in and fall down and attack the tames. And we have a lot here. We got our 3 fairies. I think it's 1 male and 2 females. They're pretty low level. Nothing crazy. 64, 61, and 68. but they are beastly. Like, they can handle the damage out here. Like, they are protecting this whole island for us. This one especially, this one's been killing all of the Brontos that spawn. These are our wolves. I like this one. Look at this. This nice red and blue. That looks really good. And the orange and black. This one looks really nice. Decently high levels. We've been breeding them in the pen over there in the middle of the area. I think this is our newest one. We just got her today. She popped out at 76, which is still a pretty low level, but it's better than nothing. So we'll have a good supply of direwolves. Over here is another project we've been working a lot on. These are our raptors. We've been breeding them non-stop since we've gotten them. I just went over to the snow biome and I picked up like 7 of them, and we've just been breeding them just for the purpose of offensive tames, defensive tames, and cave dwelling tames, so we can take these to get artifacts. These are our lower level ones. Anything under 100 is over here, so we got like 70s, 30s, 50s, that kind of shit. And then we have the big boys up here. We got a 139, a 171, and a 118, and these guys are not fucking around. They are beastly. We got 2 Ankies. We found these on this island. I really like this one, like the red and white and black extinction event colors. Looks really good on this guy. They're just the regular Ankies, they're nothing special. Of course we have the one Phioma. We're gonna need that once we get our plant turrets going and our greenhouse. This is kind of a necessity, but level really doesn't matter for us. We just need something that will produce a lot of fertilizer. So we got this guy. We're gonna go get a dung beetle here pretty soon also. And then we have our pteranodons. We have a decent supply of them. They're not the greatest level. These are just things that we found on this island that we've been picking up. We got a 97, a 78, a 59, and this one I just found yesterday and I needed to have it because it looks like it has a skeleton body paint on it, and I thought that was so fucking cool and I just had to have this, so I knocked it out right there on the spot and tamed it. Like, tell me that thing does not look cool. That looks amazing. I'm very proud of this one. I want to level him up and maybe breed him out to have more that look like him, hopefully. I'm not too sure. God, could you imagine just a fleet of these things? Next up is our RG supply, and this is going to be the last thing that we really have here. We have 4 RGs. This one's kind of basic colored, nothing really fancy about him. This guy looks pretty cool. I like the red and green and black, like the red tipped feathers, green body. It looks really good. They're all very high weight RGs. I think this one and this one, no, this one and this one, these are the ones that we got in episode 2. And then I just found this one last night. Red and black RG. Oh my god, look at that color scheme. Look at that. That looks so good. And then over here we just have our taming base. It's nothing really special. It's just a room for dinosaurs to fuck. Oh look, I got one of those things. We've just been using this to breed our raptors and direwolves. It's not too big, but it does the job. I'm looking at expanding this like 4 times the size so we can really get everything in here. But that is basically it, boys. That is the tour of our island and our new base. This is where we're going to be creating a lot of our content. The next thing that we're going to need is going to be turrets. We're going to need a lot of that. And I have the charcoal ready to make bullets, so there's going to be no shortage of bullets. We just need the turrets, and then this island will be defended enough for us to start working towards endgame progression. We need to find Rexes, so in the next video we're going to put together some turret towers and maybe go look for Rexes depending on how much time we really have. Thank you guys for watching this episode. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. If you are, please like and subscribe, and I will catch you in episode 4.